Hi, Melissa. How are you?
Good, how are
I'm doing
you?
quite well, and thank you so much for taking the time to join me today and interview you for a brief moment. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Absolutely. Now, you have an impressive bio here that I've read through, and I was overwhelmed reading it. And I want to start up with the first question here. You completed both your bachelor's and master's degree in social work. Congratulations on that. That
Thank
is
you. Thank
amazing.
you.
Yes, we need more social work, and so thank you so much for that. Now, looking back, what first sparked your interest in social work, and what was that moment when you knew that this was your path?
I think what first sparked my passion in social work was just getting a brief notice of it from my mother. My mother always picked up on the caring and compassionate side I always had. And so it took her, pulling that out of me, always seeing that. And she was like, hey, I was in between majors. I was a freshman starting out. I was very, I don't know what I'm doing. I just know I need to have a degree. And so she was like, I think this would be a great path for you. And so with that path, I've been able to just see different things and also just spark and continue to grow my love for helping the community, helping people that look like me, helping people that just need the different resources.
Yeah, I love that. And it takes a special person to be a social worker, a special heart, I would say, to be a social worker, because the things you have to do and endure in that field. So I know I can tell that that's your career. I can feel that from here. Now, when it comes to your college experience and your leadership in college, during your time at Prairie View A&M, you were involved in organizations like Community Service Initiatives, Purple Jackets, and the National Association of Black Social Workers. How did those experiences shape the way you led to serve today?
Those experiences gave me the opportunity to grow my leadership skills by maybe just putting on a different community service thing. Maybe we're trying to come together and bring cans and stuff like that, or maybe it's just the different group projects that we did. So maybe that leadership skills, those things really pulled me out just with the different projects that we used to do. Maybe it was just walking around the community, picking up trash and stuff like that. Oh, we haven't had this event in a while. Let's go ahead and put something on the books. Let's go ahead and keep these initiatives and programs going. And so I think those different things, those different organizations, they kept me busy and they kept me just wanting to grow and also connecting with other, girls like me.
I love that. Now, in doing that, how did that leadership spark your career? How did those transferable skills and partake into your career today as a social worker?
I think you have to be a leader, especially in this time within the social work realm and things like that, with everything going on. And so I think that those different things, they gave me I was familiar with leading, already and stuff like that. So it's like, it's nothing to it but to do it. So just go ahead and let's do these different things. Let's do these different initiatives and get the things done.
That's amazing. And I always say that college is one of those things that spark your leadership career. When you get involved in different activities in college, it sets you up for what you're going to be doing when you get into the real world. And with that, as you're now working as a social worker at the Legacy Community Health, serving diverse community. Now, what does the access to care, equitable care, mean in real life based on what you see every day?
Access, it means a lot. This working at Legacy has put a lot of things in perspective for me. It just really shows how many people within the Houston area go without, unfortunately. How they need to have access to get to their appointments, how they need to have access to get to their medications, how they need to have access to pay for their medications and stuff like that. And so that really, it's just hard to explain sometimes, but, it's very touching when you're able to help somebody, get the resources that they need. And so having that access is very, what's the word I'm trying to use? It's very I don't know, it's needed, it's necessary for them to have, for them to be healthy, for them to be mentally and physical healthy and things like that. So those things really matter.
I mean, you're so right. And then the things that you're doing in the community is needed, and it needs to keep going. So you're making your stamp on Houston right now. Look at that. I could see a political office for you. See? How you feel about that?
We'll think about it.
Okay. Well, I can see that because you're so driven and passionate about what you're doing. And that's what we need. People who are driven in what they're doing and they're passionate about that. Now, in your purpose, in your future vision, you plan to pursue your professional licensure in 2026, which is it's right around the corner. What kind of advocate or social worker do you hope to become in the near future?
I want to be the social worker that helps you get to the next level, or it helps you get in that turning point.
Yeah.
Helps you, connects you to the things that you need to go ahead and level up your life. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of times when people come or they need social workers, they, are at maybe at the lowest point of their life, mm-hmm. or maybe they're just at a crossroads where they need those resources, they need that support. And so I feel like being that type of social worker will be a good reflection of me and my mm-hmm. story, and how I can help other people as well.
Yes, and you're doing that already. So I know your story is going to get even better. The book is going to be even better, right? So because you're making chapters for yourself now, and you actually are working in your field where you're giving back and what we need in the community. We need more people like you in the community.
Thank you.
This has been an amazing interview. I hate to cut it because I can ask you so many different things about this, because you have so many things that you're doing and that you're passionate about and that you're doing in the Houston community right now, and that is making a difference. So continue that.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Well, this has been a Houston Waller production.